So here we are after the completion of the Deep Stone Crypt, finally getting back to Born in Darkness Part 4. It's a continuation of Born in Darkness Part 1, 2, 3, that honestly should just kinda go without saying. Either way, to begin the quest, meet up with the stranger in Beyond. She'll have some interesting dialogue for you.
Turns out Clovis really did find Stasis power within the darkness. He just didn't know how to use it. So naturally, he hid it. Lucky for us, he did so in the most Clovis brave locations. With himself. The giant Exo at the bottom of the Exo factory? That's him. Well, his AI. And I think it's time we all had a talk. Anna included. This is her journey too. In the dark future. She was going to take it with or without me. And when I wasn't there, the darkness was. I won't let that happen again.
She'll offer you a quest that's more of the same, Born in Darkness Part 4. And yes, so we're all on the same page, this quest is for your second-class aspect. The first part of this will have you going around wherever you please for the most part, on Europa getting stasis ability kills. You'll need a total of 50, this takes virtually no time to do. The first real step here is, as seen on screen, you need 3 Nightfall strikes completed on top of 60 stasis kills. It words it weird though, these guys need to be frozen or slowed when you kill them. You can't just slap them with stasis damage and call it a day. At the time of this recording, the Glassway is the weekly ordeal. It's crawling with Vex and it's super easy to get through. Keep in mind, again, you need to actually freeze a target before it dies if you want any progress for this. Otherwise, you'll end up the big sad when you don't see that number go up at all. After this, you'll be going after another platoon again. If you haven't noticed already, this quest line follows the exact same pattern as the ones that came before it, down to a science. And speaking of science, that's exactly where you'll find them, in Bray Exoscience. To be more specific, you'll find them in Creation. All you need to do now is just mow them down and then forget that they ever existed. Normally, you'd head back to Beyond for the final step or clear a lost sector or whatever. However, it's a little different this time. This time, you're going back down to the Clovis AI in Bray Exoscience, and when you arrive, a dialogue between the stranger, Anna Bray, and Clovis will ensue.
Anna. You came back.
Yeah, well, it's not every day you reunite with your robot sister after the apocalypse. And because I figured if you went to that much trouble to protect me, you must really care.
I do. I've just been scared, Anna, about losing you again. I thought I was doing the right thing, keeping the truth from you.
All you need to do is be my sister, Elsie. Whatever truths we face, no matter how tough, we'll do it together.
No better time than the present, then. You brought it?
Confidential intelligence activated. It's been centuries since our collective passing, and yet my granddaughters, Elizabeth and Anastasia, stand before me.
Clovis?
Yes, Anastasia. It's me.
Incredible.
I assume since you've made it this far, come for my research. Potent darkness energy. This is what you were looking for, Elizabeth? I could never use it. Something tells me you can.
I can, and will, but not alone. We can all use it for good, to save humanity.
No. What? It's not what it's for at all. It's for research, for legacy, for the Bray name.
Why am I not surprised?
Don't get holier than thou on me, Elizabeth. Need I remind it was you who volunteered for Project XO? You knew the Bray name was at stake, and you fought for it. Unlike your sisters, your mother, even your father, all ungrateful and weak.
You were always a bastard, Clovis.
And yet, you stood beside me willingly, even into eternal life. Life I gave you.
Well, good thing you did. Because I'm going to use it to help save the universe from evil like you.
Your naivete was always to be your downfall, granddaughter. Enjoy the gift, and don't forget, you'll always be a prey. Like me.
You know, Clovis was always problematic, but he used to have some humanity before he let the darkness take it from him.
Screw him. He can't control us anymore. Let's take this power and use it exactly like he doesn't want us to. For humanity.
Anna's right. We have what we came for. Time to take it to the ziggurat. Come find me after.
With that out of the way, it's time to head back to Beyond one last time. However, we're not quite done just yet. You need to find the remaining Entropic shards. There should only be 4 left if you've already gotten Salvation's grip. Unfortunately, these shards are account bound to the best of my knowledge, and I can't see them anymore. As a result, I've attached a guide in the description that shows the exact locations with both a map and crystal clear images of each shard. Once you've found the 4 remaining shards, it's back to Reese Reborn one last time. You're going to commune with the Crux of Darkness at the top. There will be a waypoint on your HUD to guide you there. In case you forgot, it's the same place where you got your first aspect. Waves of enemies will spawn, and all you need to do is just delete them from existence and move on with your life. Finally, head back to Beyond. Listen to the stranger speak one last time, and then finally, you will have your second aspect.
Most of all, helping me reunite with my sister. In the dark future, Anna was tempted, and I wasn't there for her. From now on, she can count on me. And when she's ready to wield darkness for good, I'll be right there to guide her. In fact, I'll be here to guide anyone who wants it. The Vanguard only recognizes the light. Someone has to do the same for the dark. Or else we risk losing everyone and everything. We have a universe yet to save. I'm looking forward to doing it together.
It'll automatically show up in your skill tree, so give yourself a pat on the back, equip it, and go hard in the paint. However, that about sums this short little video up. I'll be back in a few days. I got some new stuff that I'm working on. Jay is out.